We got you. We got you. And more to come. Clown, thug, crook, criminal. Thug, crook, criminal.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Down goes Jamal Bowman. Down goes Jamal Bowman. Down goes the simp of the squad. Down goes the race hustlers. Down goes this clown. Boy, yes, yes.
And this is a Fox News alert. Squad member, Congressman Jamal Bowman, has lost his primary to his Clinton-endorsed opponent, George Latimer, in a huge blow to the squad and the progressive movement, especially after they held this pretty unhinged rally in the Bronx over the weekend. Take a look.
Me versus you and you know they pick it. Cheap and expensive, you know the difference. You know that it's here, you know what it's giving. Hair, nails, color, bear. Let's go, bro! Put on neck, can't breathe. Lucky charm, Van Cleave, diamonds on the stand. Are we ready?
I am the hip-hop congressman. I want to hear South Bronx chant right now.
It's about time that this man is going to be removed from Congress. The Republicans should have did it a long time ago, but you know what? Better late than never, but never late is better, okay? I'm just saying, because this guy, if the GOP had some cojones, just an ounce of cojones, he would have been removed a long time ago, okay, for pulling the fire alarm in an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, which is something we know that Democrats would have done. They would have expelled any Republican that pulled the same stunt that Jamal Bowman pulled when he pulled that fire alarm and then lied about it, okay, got caught on video. The video comes out, oh man, this dude did it. He lied, and no punishment except a strongly worded letter from the GOP. Yeah, I'm never going to forget that, right? That was one of the moments that showed me that, hey, this party's weak. But again, this video is not for me to trash the GOP, okay? There's another time for that. This video is to celebrate the downfall of one of the biggest race hustlers in Congress, because it's about time that one of these clowns finally got voted out. They finally faced consequences for their inaction, the fact that these people are solely in Congress to be influencers, social media stars, and to sow hate and division in this country, because that's all this guy is good for. That's all he accomplished while he was in Congress. Now, yes, I know George Latimer, he's a guy that, again, don't listen to the media, because the media is going to say he's a centrist. This guy is not a centrist. George Latimer is a progressive, okay? He's a progressive. They're just calling him a centrist because they think that people are stupid, and they want people to think that his brand of progressivism is centrism. No, that's not centrism. He's a progressive that's just not pro-Gaza, right, or pro-Hamas, okay? Which, you know, hey, this is what they say. Jamal Bowman is pro, right? Which is one of the reasons why he got this primary challenge, in which there was $15 million. $15 million poured into this race, okay? The establishment ganged up on this man, okay? You had Hillary come out. You had, I think, Hochul came out. I mean, you had everybody come out against Jamal Bowman, and polls were showing that this guy was headed towards a blowout, which happened, right? I mean, this dude is currently losing by double digits, okay, about 11% or so. As of the making of this video, that margin probably could increase. Again, if the polls are accurate, this guy was losing by about, what, 15 to 20 points in some polls, right? Again, he's down by 11% right now, which, again, is still a blowout. I mean, this guy is getting crushed, okay, especially for an incumbent, okay? This is terrible, right? Absolutely terrible, okay? And again, the most hilarious part about it is that this guy was showing so much desperation down the stretch, okay? We all remember him dropping the F-bomb at this cringe rally that nobody showed up to with AOC and Bernie Sanders. Also, this guy was outside campaigning in the rain, okay? Pouring down raining. This guy is outside begging people for votes.
Either war will will be the difference between us winning and losing the campaign. I need you to understand that very clearly. No one ever gives either war love and attention. And that's why we are doing it. Not just for the campaign, but beyond the campaign. And so, all of you who are here right now, if you can dedicate today, tomorrow, the next day, and Tuesday to getting people out to vote, we are going to win this election because of either war. It's raining now. You do what you can do in the rain today, that's fine. But we still got all day tomorrow, we still got all day Monday, and we still got all day Tuesday. All right? Yeah. Now, y'all, that's what we're doing. Ceasefire now. Let's get it popping. The polls are open today. The polls are open tomorrow. Make sure you get out the vote. We're going to let them know how strong and powerful and mighty we are. Get big money out of politics. We are going to show AIPAC the power of the South Bronx. People ask me why I got a foul mouth. What am I supposed to do? You coming after me. I'm not supposed to fight back. We're going to show them who the we are.
Yeah, you showed them exactly who you are, right? Which is just a loudmouth congressman who gets nothing accomplished. And when they were done with you, when you stepped out of line, they decided to throw you away like a used condom. And also on top of that, what is super hilarious is that these antics from this guy, all of this cursing and blustering and tumbling on stage. I mean, this guy looked like a swole teddy bear on stage. It seemed that backfired, okay, with the voters, because, you know, even voters who are not white said, hey, you sound like a loud black man, right? You look like an angry black man on stage, and I'm not necessarily sure if that's a good look.
I just feel like Bowman is just a little too aggressive. Like, I watch his rallies, I watch the way he's campaigned, and it's just always aggressiveness. I feel like when you're at a certain place in politics, you got to speak with a vocabulary that's deemed edible, like for all crowds. If it's kids, if it's old people, you got to speak with a vocabulary that's just like we can relate to. All the cursing, profanity, all the extraness, it's not needed because you're a man that's representing everyone.
Now, you would think that Jamal Bowman would just accept his defeat and just move on with his life and go back to irrelevance. Who knows? Maybe MSNBC, Joy Reid would call him up, give him a job as, I don't know, the water boy or something, right? Who knows, okay? You would think that he would just say, you know what, I lost fair and square and move on. However, he didn't, right? In his losing speech, he essentially boo-hoo-wide and cried racism.
We should be outraged when, unfortunately, some so-called Democrats are aligning themselves with radical, racist, right-wing Republicans. We should be outraged about that. And that is why we have so much work still to do.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand what's happening here, okay? So, real talk. This guy got challenged, he got primaried because he did not get on board with the agenda when it comes to Israel. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Now, in the situation that this guy wasn't a race hustler, and if he wasn't so radically progressive, and if he wasn't so Trump deranged, then maybe, just maybe, let's just say he was a centrist Democrat, I would feel bad for him, okay? I would say, you know what? This isn't right, okay? You basically had a foreign lobby come in and say, hey, because you're not on board with our agenda, we're going to get rid of you. Now, again, that doesn't mean I agree with Jamal Bowman and his views. I'm just calling it for what it is. However, the stupid play here from Jamal Bowman and the squad is to blame Republicans to basically say, well, AIPAC is a Republican organization. It's a conservative organization, and they're the reason why this is happening. But it's like, no. You don't understand. AIPAC has bought both parties, my guy, right? They have bought both parties, and it wasn't the Republicans that primaried you. It was the Democrats, right? And they ran a guy that is almost as progressive as Jamal Bowman, except he's just pro-Israel, right? And he doesn't play the race card. He plays the anti-Semitism card, right? That's it. That's the only difference. And this guy was supported by the establishment Democrats. They all came out and supported him. They poured a ton of money into the race to get your ass out of Congress. And instead of just calling it for what it is and to say, listen, These guys got me out of office on behalf of a foreign lobbying organization, which again would be an argument I would be more sympathetic to. No. He got to play the game and try. Well, it's Republicans. The AIPAC is a Republican organization. They're aligning themselves with Republicans. And it's like, no. That's not what they're doing. They've aligned themselves with Israel, right? And because you're not on board, this is why they got you out of Congress. Again, you know, if the guy wasn't such a big race hustler, if he wasn't so Trump deranged, if he wasn't so progressive, again, I may have some sympathy for him because ultimately at the end of the day, you know, I'm not necessarily sure if that's something that we should be celebrating. But in this situation, because this guy in his career thrived based off the woke sword, I find it ironic and pretty hilarious that his career died by the woke sword, right? Because this guy would accuse anybody that he disagrees with of being a racist, okay? If you disagree with Jamal Bowman on policy, you are a racist, right? You're a bigot, okay? And he weaponized that his whole time in Congress, white supremacy, all this stuff, okay? So now what happened to him, ironically, is that same victimhood card was pulled on him when he started basically trying to justify what happened to Israel on that day, okay? That's what it kind of sounded like to me. I don't know. I mean, this guy kind of sounds like he supports Hamas. He says he doesn't, but that's what it kind of sounded like to me. But regardless, okay, the fact is that when he came out here and started saying that stuff, guess what? They weaponized the victimhood card on him, right? They started saying, hey, you're anti-Semitic. You're anti-Semite. Okay, you hate Jews, right? This is what they're saying about Jamal Bowman. Now, his district, which has a significant Jewish population, and some of them are liberal, progressive Jews that, you know, do support Palestine or whatever. Regardless, his district has enough Jewish voters where, yeah, that kind of matters, right? You kind of messed up fatally for your career when you said that, right? When you started coming out here and taking these votes against the Israel agenda, right? Also, on top of that, he didn't really support the Biden agenda too, for whatever reason. Some parts of Biden agenda, again, wasn't progressive enough, okay? So again, that's all the more reason why the Democrat establishment decided to get rid of this guy. But to blame it on Republicans and to say that his primary opponent is aligned with Republicans is just nonsense. It really is. And it's cowardly on top of that. Because if you're going to stand on your square, right, when it comes to this Israel-Gaza situation, then why are you supporting Joe Biden, right? Supporting Joe Biden shows that you are a coward, okay? That you really don't have the cojones to fight this fight that you're trying to fight. Because if you really were about it, okay, you would have not supported Joe Biden. You supported Joe Biden anyways, and then you come out here and you want to try to trash Republicans in response to what Democrats did to you. Republicans didn't do that. Democrats did it, right? It's hilarious to me. And that's probably one of the main reasons he lost, right? If his district, like he believes, is actually pro-Gaza, well, you're not really fighting the fight if you are still aligning yourself with Biden, right? If you're coming out here and saying, vote for Biden because I hate Trump, well, that's not what your base is on, right? The radicals in your party are not on that, right? They're on, oh yeah, we're just not going to vote at all, which I agree with, right? If they don't want to vote at all, fine. They don't have to vote for Trump. If they want to sit out, I'm totally fine with that. But when you come out here and you tell your radicals who are upset and pissed with Biden that, hey, I'm fighting the good fight with you guys. I'm on your side, but I want you to vote for Biden. Yeah, that's offensive, right? So it's like, why vote for you? Because it's not like you've accomplished anything else in Congress outside of being an agent of chaos, right? So you've done nothing in Congress, and you can't even come out here and say, hey, yeah, I'm not going to support Biden because of this issue, which is what your base is doing, right? Again, it's hilarious. These same people that this guy is trying to accuse of, you're aligning with Republicans, with racist Republicans, you're aligning with them. These same people are responsible for kicking you out, man, right? You still getting on your knees and bowing down to Joe Biden because Orange Man bad and a threat to democracy, right? Using these same tired Democrat Party talking points. And what did it get you? Where did it get you, right? It got you nowhere, okay? They still got rid of your ass. And that's why, again, I think this guy deserves it for multiple reasons. The main reason, again, is because he used this type of rhetoric and weaponization of victimhood, of identity politics to get elected, to advance his career, and now his career has been destroyed. It has been ended because of that same woke sword that he utilized. This is why I tell you guys all the time. In politics, the pendulum always swings the other way, okay? Sometimes you got to be careful what you use against your opponent because your opponent will use it back against you, okay? I'm hoping that this is a lesson to anybody that wants to weaponize identity politics, that wants to play the race card, the victimhood card, the homophobia card, the bigotry card, all of these cards, right? Even the anti-Semitism card. Think before you use it because it'll probably be used against you eventually. Now, Jamal Bowman, he's down. Now we have Cori Bush. Cori Bush's election is coming up, I believe, in late July or August. And it seems as if she's headed for the same result as Jamal Bowman. So we could be down 2 squad members in the next month or so, which is glorious. And a terrible day for the squad and the progressive movement. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.